Hey guys, Bubby here. Welcome back. So today's video, I'm going to do kind of like a frosty, kind of look like you've been out in the snow for a while. Obviously, that's why I did, with my nails and stuff. I will definitely link down all the products that I used. So let's go ahead and get started. For the eyes, of course I'm going to be using is the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. I'm just going to be taking this and putting it all over my eye, and like what I always say with this primer, you definitely have to let this sit for at least 2 to 5 minutes so it can dry and do its work. If you have oily eyes like me, I don't have oily skin, but I do and definitely have oily eyes, so I would definitely say let it sit and then go in with your eyeshadows. Ooh, and as you can see, she has been well used. Look at that. I'm actually thinking about cutting it open because it's been used so much and it's very hard for me to get it out now. And this does have a slight color to it, but be careful using so much product as it can make you look a little bit ghostly. And I totally forgot to do bronzer, so I will do bronzer once the whole look is completely made. And the one thing that I love about this primer is that last week, it was like last weekend, I was on a trip with my family and I totally forgot to put eye primer on, and my complete eyeliner just came off of my eye completely. And that is why I always say if there is a product that I cannot live without, it is eye primer. Alrighty, it is now dry and I'm going to go ahead and go in with, I'm going to be going in with the James Charles palette. And the first shade that I am going to be using is color right here. It's kind of like a lighter blue. I'm going to be tapping off the excess, of course. I totally forgot to mention the brush that I am using is the JH31 brush for this blue shade. Alrighty, and for the next shade, I'm going to be just using this lighter blue shade as right there. Alrighty, and for the next shade that I'm going to be using, and this is going to be in the inner corner, I'm going to be cutting out kind of like a creasy look, and I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Warm Brown Obsessions, and I'm going to just be using that kind of creamy light shade. And I'm just going to be using this flat JH42 brush, and it is just a flat packing brush. It's very tiny, so it can easily get into the corner of where you need to go, whether it's from the inner or putting some highlight on the sides of your brow bone. Alrighty, I just feel like this shadow is just not doing what I want it to do, if you know what I mean. So I am going to go in with the James Charles palette again, and I'm just going to go over it with some white. I actually really want to redo this look, but with the yellow shade. I think it would look really pretty. But I'm just going to be going in with that huge white shade right there. I'm going to be packing the lid, of course, and see how that goes, because I was not satisfied with how it came out. I'm just going to go in back with that same brush, which it still has some of the excess products on it, so I'm going to go back in with it and just kind of blend it out. Because of course it's me, I am not satisfied with how light the look kind of looks, so I'm going to go in with a darker shade. And I'm going to be taking my favorite palette of all time. This is the Natasha Gold palette. And the shade that I'm going to be using is, yes, my palette is a little beat up. Don't judge me. I've had this for a very long time. I'm going to be going in with this dark blue one. And I'm just going to be putting it just on the outer corner. It's a beautiful shade. And of course, for the inner corner, I want it to be kind of a sparkly cutter. Bleh. So for the inner corner, I am going to be using this kind of lighter shade from the Natasha palette. And of course, with that same flat brush, that JH42 brush from Morphe, I'm just going to be packing it on into my inner corner. I'm going to be taking that white shade as well, and I'm just going to be putting that on my brow bone. Alrighty, and I'm just going to be cleaning up this look just a little bit. I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and kind of go across it, across my face, of course. Alright, and for eyeliner, of course, I'm going to be using the Makeup by Mario Master Eyeliner pen. It is just a gorgeous black. It is the blackest pen you'll probably find nowadays. And what I'm doing is that I'm just taking just a small brush stroke, and then I'm just going to be going back down. But you need to work very, very, very fast with this because this is a mattifying pen. So I didn't necessarily want my eyeliner to be this dramatic. Well, I mean, go big or but go home, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is that I did not mean for this to be as dramatic as a wing as I wanted it to be. I messed up, and you know how things go. You mess up, you keep going, and you have to go down again. Things led to another, so... Right now I look like a Rugrats character. I got this little pony going on right here. So, and of course I'm going to be using my favorite Smashbox Superfan, because I got some white lashes going on right now and that ain't pretty. And now that I'm done with that, I'm going to be doing the lower lash, and I'm going to be taking that very, very, very dark shade from the Natasha Gold palette. I'm just going to be using it all underneath my eye. The brush that I'm going to be taking is Morphe M152. It is a very, very, very small brush. It's like as big as my hand. I'm just going to be dipping back into that shade, and I'm just smudging it. Alrighty, for the inner corner of my eyes, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty eyeliner. I'm guessing that's what it is because that's what I'm going to be using. It is in the shade Bad Bride, and it is white as can be, so I'm just going to be using that in my inner corner. It is just this eyeliner, it never irritates my eyes like what most eyeliners do, so that's why I use it all the time. And I definitely recommend it if you do have sensitive eyes. Ready, and for the lashes that I'm going to be using is this shade, because I can never say it because I am dumb. But they're just really, really, really beautiful lashes, and I'm going to be putting them on. I totally forgot to mention, these lashes are by Lily Lashes. Alrighty, I'm now done with the eyes, and I'm just going to finish up the face. And for bronzer, I'm going to be using the Cover FX palette. I'm going to be using that contour brown shade. It is a lighter, cool tone shade, which I think would look really nice on me. I'm just going to go in with this huge JH02 big fluffy brush. what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be tapping it into my skin, and then I'm going to be blending it all out. Now, because I don't have a bigger forehead, I'm just going to be doing it just on the hairline. This is what I would recommend anybody to do, because you don't want to make your forehead look really, it just makes it look really weird when you do put too much bronzer on your forehead. So, like what I said, just put it just on the hairline and then blend it out. Alrighty, and for the lips, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty lipstick in the shade. The sticker actually worn off, so I will put it in the link below if I can find it. It's such a beautiful nude. I have not used this in a very, very long time. If you're a person like me that messes up on even using a lipstick like this, I would definitely say get a little sharp. Let me see if I can find one. You guys know it doesn't have to be super sharp. Now, yes, I used this on my about 2 videos ago, but it has just like a little, it's round but it's flat, and you can easily just dip right into here and just go over your lips before you put this on. Highly recommend, because I am one of those people that cannot put on lipstick very well, and I don't know if I'll ever get good at it. Ooh, that lip shade is beautiful. Got the bold eyes, but a nude lip. Like, it looks very pretty. Now I'm going to take out my regret here. Alrighty guys, this is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in my next video. Love you guys so very much, and thank you. Mwah.